A border dispute in the Himalayas that involves China and India continues. What's driving the standoff and can it be resolved? Hello, I'm Anand Naidu and this is The Heat. A long-standing border dispute between the Kingdom of Bhutan and China reignited last month when Indian soldiers crossed the China-India border into Chinese-controlled territory. The standoff at the top of the world, where China, India and Bhutan converge, is over a tiny but strategically important strip of land controlled by China and claimed by Bhutan. The region is called Doklam. When China tried to build a road there last month, India sent troops to block construction, saying it was helping its neighbor, Bhutan. The stalemate between unarmed Chinese and Indian troops has continued since, with China insisting that India should withdraw its troops unconditionally. For more on the tense situation, we begin with this report from Su Yuting in Beijing.
Since the trespass by the Indian troops, China has reiterated its stern stance many times. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Geng Shuang said the fact is that second section of China-Indian boundary had been delimited by the convention between Great Britain and China relating to Sikkim and Tibet in 1890. Since the independence of India, the Indian government has repeatedly confirmed this fact. Evidences were all written down in black and white. However, India said its troops has not trespassed into Chinese territory, but instead have been located at the Choi Junction point. India takes the whole Doklam area as part of Choi Junction, attempting to expand it into a larger district and bringing a new concept of the boundary area. China has criticized India for misleading about the so-called Choi Junction point. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Geng Shuang said Choi Junction is a point rather than a line or an area. He said the Indian side who attempts to equate a point with an area is of ulterior motives. Geng Shuang also responded to India officials' remarks on China's entry into the so-called Bhutanese territory. Geng Shuang said China has stated on many occasions that Doklam has always been part of China's territory and under China's effective jurisdiction without disputes. China's activities in this area has not breached any agreement or undermined the status quo. Recently, the Ministry of External Affairs of India also accused China of posing security risks to India by constructing roads. Geng Shuang said India's accusation is groundless and it is legitimate and legal for China to carry out normal constructions on its own territory. Geng Shuang added that India takes the so-called security concerns and protecting Bhutan as the excuses to justify its illegal boundary crossing. It has trampled on international law and infringed on China's territorial sovereignty. The Foreign Ministry has emphasized that China has the will to peacefully resolve the problem through diplomatic means and cherishes peace and tranquility in the border areas. But the precondition for all this is the immediate, unconditional withdrawal of the Indian troops to the India side of China-India border. Su Yuting, CGTN, Beijing.